Good evening, my dear Shanga. Today is November the 14th, 2018. Welcome for tonight meditation and Dharma talks. Everyone have a wonderful week so far, up and down. So we are fortunately that we don't have fire. We have rain, right? As you know, in California, it's very fire down here. So tonight we talk about the section on fire, section 25, the fire of desire burning. So in generally we say that fire is outside, right? But we also have fire inside, right? So here this section, the Buddha, the awakened, he wanted to taught us about the fire inside ourselves. So we all have this fire, greed, anger, and delusion. This fire is always burning, this desire, right? So the Buddha talk about, Marcus, can you read the first and the second section, 26, 25 and 26? And I will explain all of them.
Sure. The fire of desire burns. The Buddha said, a person with love and desire is like one who carries a torch while walking against the wind. He is certain to burn his hand. Section 26. Demons from the heavens tried to tempt the Buddha. The heaven spirit offered beautiful maidens to the Buddha, hoping to destroy his resolve. The Buddha said, what have you skin bags full of filth come here for? Go away, I've got no use for you. Then the heaven spirit became very respectful and asked about the meaning of the way. The Buddha explained it for him, and he immediately attained the fruition of Sratapana.
Okay, so section 25 talk about the fire of desire burning. So the awakened say that a person with love and desire, like one who carry a torch while walking against the wind, he or she will be burned, right? So in generally, last time we talked about love. The love here, he's talking about the selfish love, desire love, attachment love, right? So as we know, we have two types of love. There's a good love, compassion, love and kindness. That love is non-selfish. That love is infinity. But here he talks about the love of selfishness, desire, wanting, hurting other people. So this love can harm people, right? Harm yourself and harm other people. So here he talks about this love, desire, consider fire, right? The fire of desire. As we know, the fire outside can burn this. For example, if you caught by a fire, you just burn this body, only this life. But if you caught the selfish love, desire, you can burn many, many lives. Do you understand what I say? Just like if we have fire, we die, we only have burning this fire, this body. But we have this selfish fire, desire, not only this life, but next life and next life continue. So many lives. So you burn many lives. So the real fire just burn one life, but the desire, attachment, love can burn what? Many lives. So that's what he means. So here he wants us to be, he gives example like a person who carry a torch against the wind. Fire, and you carry the torch of fire against the wind. He or she will burn, right? We can burn our hand, but sometimes we can burn the whole body. So here he talks about example that selfish love, attachment love, that burn not only yourself, but the person you love. It's also the people around you. Imagine that you love you're selfish. You can harm other people too, right? So here he's talking about that this desire, love, can hurt you, yourself, and other people, and then cause us to be suffering. So imagine that when we're in high school, if we have a first love, or what we call sick love. Anybody have sick love here? Yeah, we sometimes we go high school, we have love, right? But that love is what?
So,
Attachment, desire.
Yeah.
Not real love.
So that love is temporary. But later on, you go college and you met your husband and you look back at your high school, and then it's gone, right? So you met your husband, your wife. That's the true love. You promise, you wish, you want your husband and wife live, love the rest of your life. But in high school, if you love that person, only temporary, right? But that love can also harm yourself and harm other people. Just like in high school, or teenager have love. Without they love that person don't love back. Then what? Sometimes they hurt. Sometimes they try to destroy that person. Sometimes they kill that person by selfish love, right? If they want that person, they cannot have it. Nobody can have it. So that is considered what? Attachment love. That love will be cause us to be very painful. So here he talks about the fire of desire burn. So the desire, whatever desire you are, desire of money, desire of love, desire of fortune, whatever desire you will be suffering, right? But if you desire of non-attachment, then it will not bring you suffering. So we have two types of desire: the desire of good desire and the desire of bad desire, attachment. So here he talks about the attachment, the greed, desire that carry us to be suffering. So whatever desire, whatever love that bring you suffering, other people suffering, that's not real. That's only temporary. But whatever love and desire that is help yourself and help other people, that's infinity. So that's why we go back to the true desire, the true love. That true desire, that true love is wanting, helping other people to be happy. Right? Sometimes we have desire, but a good desire. We want our family to be happy. Right? We want our father, our mother, our brother, sister to be happy. So that desire considered goodness. Right? And we want ourselves to be happy in a good, correct way, not in a bad way. So sometimes we have to understand, we have to categorize, we have to analyze what love and desire is good for me and other benefit other people. If the love and the desire to benefit for myself and other people, then it's good. If the love or desire that help myself but hurt other people, I should stop. Right? Or sometimes that love and the desire help other people, but I have to sacrifice, then that's good. Right? So sometimes we have to sacrifice something. Just like we have the children, right? We have 5 or 6 children. Sometimes we love that child more than the other child, right? So we have to be careful. We have to be as equally. Otherwise, they don't get jealous. They don't get angry, upset, and then they do other things. So here the Buddha, he saw all his disciples and all his living beings, are the same. All love and desire are the same. Right? That's why he loved equally. So here the Buddha wants us have to be careful. Love, selfish love, desire, selfish, like carry a torch against the wind. So someday you will burn. And when you burn, you hurt. Then you will be suffering. Anybody have suffering here? We all do, right? We lost someone we love. Somebody we love but they don't love back. Somebody we spend our life together, but sooner or later they go out of our hand, then that will bring us suffering. So he wants us to contemplate on that and just see this love is impermanent, selfish impermanent. So he wants us to go back to the true love. That true love, in infinite love, the love or the desire will be forever. So we will never left out. So the section 25, he talked about the fire of desire burning in ourselves, right? Just like if you have angry, you have love, you have desire, the fire is always burning. But the fire outside, sooner or later will stop. The fire outside will never burn forever, right? Unless the sun, right? The sun seems like burn forever, but when sooner or later the sun have to what? Have to be stopped. Not only a million years, but only a couple of trillion years, right? So this love, this burning desire will burn infinity if you are not careful. So that's why we have to be careful what we use. In section 26, he talked about the Buddha reminds that when he before he become a Buddha, he sat under the Bodhi tree for 49 days for meditation. So the last night before he become Buddha, there's a lot of heaven spirit, demon. They come to what? Yeah, to try to destroy him. Because if a person enlightenment, they can help a lot of people. So demon, heaven, they don't want good person to become, bad person to become good person. They want all people to be bad, right? So if a Buddha, the prince become a Buddha, he can save a lot of bad people into good people. So they send a lot of army, a lot of spirit come to destroy, to conquer his enlightenment, try to stop his enlightenment. So probably for us, we will not have that, not yet, unless you become automatic. You will become Buddha soon, and then the heaven being will come and destroy you, try to manipulate you. But similarly, here's the story that he told us that when the night he become Buddha, there's a lot of demons. Usually they send the three maiden, the three angel, beautiful angel, lady come. You can see a lot of women in this world is considered beauty, right? But the angels, right, they are 100% or 1000% more beauty than a human being, right? So they send all these angel, heaven beings, woman, maiden, come to manipulate the Buddha. And the Buddha saw this beautiful woman. Angel is like what? He's just like a skin bags. Why is that? Yeah, when we look deeply, this is skin and this is a bag, right? And inside is all blood, bone. So his vision, his eyes see beautiful. His eyes see like X-ray. He can see deeply your bone, your blood. He don't see your outside like us, right? So his deep meditation, he can see through your bone. Just like when you go to the airport or go to the doctor, you see the X-ray. When you scan in, all you see is what? Bone and organ, right? So that's what he see. That's what he saw. Beautiful angel like that. So when a person saw like that, they have no attachment. There's no more desire. But us, we see outside a person. That's why we attachment. Oh, that person's so beautiful. We only see the outside appearance. But when we dig deeply, that person have blood, skin, bone, then what? Imagine you have a glass that you weigh and you see all the bone and all the organ, then you see that person is not beautiful anymore. All this beautifulness, they covered with skin, makeup, right? Look nice, but when you look deeply, it's all bone and skin and blood. That's what he saw, this angel, a lady. So that's why he say, skin bed, go away. I don't use it, right? And when the heaven being know this person, see as a skin bed, then the heaven being spiritual become respect him. Because when they give you a test, when they pass the test, a person who give you a test, they respect you. But if you fail the test, then what? They don't, they xem thường, chứ xem thường là sao?
See you as plain or normal?
Yeah, they see you like normal, plain. right? But when they test you, you pass the test, they respect you. Just like you, the same thing. If you go to school or you go to whatever, you pass the test, your teacher respect you. But you fail, then what? Oh, this stupid student, right? They don't respect you. Just like your friend, the same thing. If you honor, you do good, they respect you. You pass the test. But you fail, they seem like you are low, right? So here the same thing. The demon sent the army, try to destroy the Buddha, manipulate his mind not to become an awakened person, and also send a lot of maidens to manipulate. But then the Buddha say this is a skin, and he overcome the test. And then the spiritual demon come and what? Respect the Buddha, and then become the Buddha disciple. So here the same thing. When we look deeply at this body, that's why the first thing a Buddhist monk, when we contemplate ourselves, we have to see from head to toe, and we take it out, take the skin out, take the bone out, take the blood out. Who am I? What are we? Every day you do like that, you have no more desire of lust. That is the first method for a Buddhist monk or nun. They contemplate this body, right? Every day they contemplate this body, skin, bone, lust, all the fakes inside the body. Then they have no more desire, no more greed, no more desire of a woman or man, right? They see that truly. And then they contemplate. After you see that, then you don't contemplate anymore. You're back to normal. Otherwise, you see this body is dirty, nasty, and then just like during the Buddha time, most of the monks, they kill themselves because they see this body so dirty. That then they hang themselves. And the Buddha say, what did you do? What happened with my Sangha? And then the one of the monks say, you told us that we contemplate this body until dirty, nasty, this empty, this skin. And when we see nasty, we kill ourselves. And the Buddha say that's not the way to do it. When you contemplate this body, nasty, dirty, skin, and then when you get that state, you have to go back to normal. Otherwise, you continue, you see this body is very scary, right? So that's why he tells us to go back to normal, see as it is. Use this body as a vehicle, a boat, a ferry to enlightenment. So don't destroy this body. Even though you see this body is dirty, nasty, skin, blood, bone, right? So here he said that. He's told us, his disciple, to contemplate back to normal to see the reality. So that's why for us it's very difficult, but we have to take time, patience, contemplate on this body. We break it out, and then we have less desire, less attachment to this body, right? So if we don't do this method, for us we desire, we attachment easily, right? So that's why every day, monks, we have to see ourselves lying in bed, contemplate this body. Is this a bag of skin, a bag of blood, a bag of bone? So when you contemplate that, you see, oh, this body is nothing. You have less attachment, right? So when you have less attachment, it is for you easy to practice. If you attach to this body, it's very hard to practice. So that's why he say we have to contemplate the same thing. So when you see, when the Buddha explained the teaching to this spiritual heaven being, they become the first, they attain the first function of arhat, because there's 4 stages of enlightenment. The first enlightenment we call Sopattana. The second one is Sakka Dharmami, the third is Anakami, and the fourth one is Arhat. So that is the 4th stage, whoever practice Theravada tradition, right? But Mahayana tradition, we don't go that way. We go Bodhisattva way. So if you want to learn more about this stage, you can look up on the Sutra or on the internet to talk about more about it. So the heaven means they will achieve the first stage of an arhat. So when you attain the first stage of an arhat, you have 7 more life to live to become an arhat. Right? You reborn 7 more times. That's why we call 7 return. So after 7 return to the earth, then you become an arhat. So this is the way to practice. This is the Buddha taught this heaven being, right? So when the heaven being spiritual, they give up their role, their throne, and they able to practice, to see their contemplation, and they respect to the Buddha. So that's why we call demon from heaven, because in heaven they have demon too, right? Because there's 32 type of heaven. It's just like in the United States, this is the richest country almost in the world. There's also good people and also what? Bad people. Heaven is the same thing. There's good people and also bad people, right? There's good angels, bad angels. So everywhere you have good and bad, right? So don't expect go heaven and everybody is good, right? That's why you see they have a heaven spiritual spirit. They have their own kingdom. Whoever about to enlightenment, they send their people or their what we call the army come to destroy. They try to disturb the people, try to enlightenment, try to test them, right? So that's why we sit meditation, we all to get our mind stable, because all this Mara try to what? Try to conquer our mind, right? The Mara of greed, angry, delusion, the Mara of food, the Mara of thinking, all of them. So inside Mara is hard to conquer, but outside Mara is very easy, right? Mara come outside is very easy, but the inside, outside our mind is very hard. So that's why every day we meditation, we conquer the Mara inside, right? The Mara of thought, the Mara of greed, angry, delusion, thought, all those stuff inside. This is the 2 section talk about the fire burning in our cells, and also when we achieve certain enlightenment, there's somebody will test you. So don't expect there's no test. Don't expect you find peace all the time. The more you get peace, the more there's test, right? So when you understand that, oh, now I have a lot of peace, now sometimes I don't have a lot of peace, that is your test, right? Why do we have no test? If a student have no test, then they have nothing to, what we call diligent, to go up to study. Imagine if you go to school, no test, you don't study. In school they have exam test, that's why it force you to what? To study. So practice the same thing. The more you practice, there's a lot of Mara come and test you, to encourage you to what? To practice more, right? Sometimes we practice, until everything perfect, then you don't practice. So suddenly something happened to you, this is my test, right? So life is always a test. Don't expect everything is perfect. Even monks, we have a lot of stuff too. A lot of tests come from us too, right? You at home also have tests. Tests from your work, tests from your friend, tests from your family, brother, sister, mom, wife, people around you. They always test you. So when you recognize, all this is my test, you will feel what? Comfortable, calm. I will accept the test. If you don't see that as an exam or test, then what? You get upset, angry, frustrated, why all these things happen to me? Bad thing happened to me, right? So everything is just an exam, a test. When you see it as a test, you look back at it, you say, when you pass the test, you feel what? You feel joy. It's like one day you have a lot of suffering, angry, not peace, and that's why you have peace and calm. You feel what? You feel joy. Oh, I conquer. I overcome my suffering. Right? So when you overcome your suffering, you feel joy. And then suddenly another problem come. Right? You have to what? You have to battle. You have to conquer again. It's make you gradually improving. If you don't practice, then you will be suffering. If you know how to practice, then you will be fine. Right? So for me, I see life is just a test. Everything come and go. Nothing is permanent. Everything is impermanent. Bad thing come to me, oh, I see a test. Good thing come to me, I see a test. Right? So when you recognize life is just like a dream, life is just like a movie, you just watch, observe, and you feel what? You feel happy, you feel joy. Right? But if you don't see life as a movie or a test, then you will be suffering. You attach to it. You get upset. Why all these things happen to me? Why is my family happy? Right? Why? We always ask why. Right? Why ask why? Right? But why don't we overcome all the tests? Right? So when you understand that, it's very simple. You see, life is funny. For you, probably 50, 70 years old, you look back, oh, all the difficult, all the good, all the bad is like a dream, a movie, right? Sometimes you meditate and you look back at your life, oh, sometimes I'm so dumb, sometimes I'm so smart, sometimes I'm so stupid, right? You look back to your life, it's just a dream. So we live in a dream world, right? So when you recognize you live in a dream, do you want a happy dream or suffering dream? Of course you want a happy dream, right? So when you know your life is a dream, then you'll be happy all the time. All the suffering come to you, you see fine. It's just a dream, just like a nightmare. It will go away because everything is impermanent. Not all the suffering in the world is not stay forever. It just come and go, pass by. Depend on how you practice, how your mind diligent. So for me, every day I observe life is a dream. Life is come and go. All my difficult things, they come and they will go. Right? We all have a difficulty in our life, in our family, in our work, whatever. Right? So this is the way to see life. So we will start right here. And any question and comment? Or anything like you like to share from your experience, from your life dream? Let me tell you a story. Probably I tell in the past. There's one of the monks, he lived in a monastery and every day he's laughing and laughing. He joy. And other monks don't like him because he always joy, he always laughing. They get offended. And one day they told to the master, there's a new monk come to the monastery, he always laughing and joying. He never stop. And then the master said, hell. Told all the monks come up and will talk to him. And then this monk went to the master and bowed to the master. And the master said, why are you come to the monastery and laughing and joying and bother other people, other monks? And then master, he said, I saw life is a dream. I want a good dream, happy dream. I don't want a sad dream, a suffering dream. And then the master said, oh, you understand the way, the practice, go back to your room. That's it. You see that? So the story tells us that this monk see life is a dream. So that's why he always have joy, happy. There's many things come to him, he sees joy. Suffering come to him, he feel fine. Because all this is a dream. But he want good dream, he don't want suffering dream. Okay, we will stop here. Any question, comment?
I don't understand the word filth. It just sounds so bad, nasty. I understand the concept, that he doesn't see the beauty. He sees beyond the beauty, but I don't know why.
The field, the word field?
Huh?
Filth.
Well, filth, it just connotates something very bad.
Filth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dirt. It's dirty
Yeah, when we look deeply, there's this bodies. Imagine you chop your hand out, you put it here, nobody. Imagine a person died 1 or 2 days. It's very dirty, right? See, we have to make a coffin or something to cover up. So he talked about this body. When you die, a couple of days, and a lot of fly, a lot of worm coming out. Have you ever seen a dead rat? A couple of days? It's very nasty. But this body is more nasty. That's why he's talking about field.
Yeah.
Okay, now you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he sees that his body is dead a couple of days. Right? In generally, when we see our wife, our husband, our family, when they are breathing, they look beautiful. Imagine they're dead 3 days, lying there, and you want to come close with them, hug them? I don't think so. It's very stinky, very scary. Right? So that's why he talked about. Thus the world help us to be strong, to see the reality, and help us to overcome the attachment. If he gives the world too weak, then we say, oh, this body is still beautiful. We still attachment. So he needs something that's strong for us to realize, oh, this is the true meaning.
And our culture is so focused on beauty and youth and
That's right.
loveliness.
But only when you are young, you are temporary. But when you go older, and then you're sick, you die. Imagine you go to the hospital with a lot of people, sick people, disease, cancer people. Yeah, you feel that. That's why in Vietnam they have a Dai Cui. People have born out with no leg, no hand, no eyes. It's a hospital. You can come and see the reality. And people have cancer, with all the things. So when you recognize, oh, this is body, when they have cancer, they have disease, or they have bad karma in the past, they born out with no leg, no arm, they have all kinds of disease. And you recognize, oh, this body is like that. It's helped you to less attachment to your body, right? To become more practiced, to see the reality. Because we don't want to see reality. We want to see everything like a dream, good dream. Everything's so beautiful and everything's so nice. Right? Imagine your hair is so beautiful and nice. Imagine you don't take a shower 1 month. And all the, what we call?
Dandruff.
Yeah, dandruff, all the stuff. All the oily, right?
They don't sell magazines. So.
Yeah, luckily we have all this perfume, soap. Imagine we don't use them, right? So that's just the reality. We don't accept the reality, but we don't accept something. That's why the Buddha, he tried to let us see the reality of human. So we have less attachment. When we die, we don't have we have less attachment to this body. So we can able to let this body go easily. Right? If you more attachment to this body, it's hard for you to let go of this body. Okay? Yes, go ahead.
There's a word that I heard that I think you used. I either didn't hear it right or I don't know it. Like Mara.
Mara, M-A-R-A.
M-A.
M-A-R-A. Mara is like the demon, represent demon. Mara is sanguine, Pali word.
So greed, Mara, greed.
Yeah, Mara greed, Mara anger, Mara delusion. It's also Mara outside. Mara means demon, something that's bad. Right. Okay, then you.
Well, of course, until recently, there were many people who never took a shower or never took a bath. And they seemed to do okay. Maybe everybody just smelled bad and nobody knew the difference. I don't know.
When was that?
When was that? Well, for example, look at a country like Saudi Arabia. There's very little water there.
Yeah, but when you live in that environment, you get used to it, then people get used to it. Right? But
Right, they got used to it.
yeah, they get used to it. So, that's all. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shotapana is the first stage of enlightenment in the Theravada tradition?
Yes, it's a four tradition of Theravada.
And then you have 7 more lifetimes.
Yes, 7 more lifetime. So you can learn the arahantship on, you can type Google or the Buddha Sutra, talk about more about this 4 stage of enlightenment. But for Zen tradition, we don't go this 4 stage. We directly to Buddhahood, enlightenment of mind. If you are awakened, you are Buddha. If you are delusion, you are Mara. Buddha or Mara. That's all. But we go the stage of Buddha Sattva. We have like 52 types Buddha Sattva. And then the last stage is Buddha. So you went to the 52 stage of Buddha Sattva, and the last stage is enlightenment, truly perfect enlightenment, become a Buddha. But during your practice, you can go this stage, but we don't recognize it. Just like stay at that stage, we have to continue. Question today? No. Go ahead.
You mentioned the monks that killed themselves at the time of the Buddha because they became more aware of their body.
Impurity, yeah.
Yeah. So can you suggest a sutra? I didn't know about that before.
I think you type in the sutra, one of the sutra, I don't remember, but in the type the Buddha taught his disciple contemplate on impurity body. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Because the Theravada, they have five books of sutra, very thick and good one. Okay, anybody further question, comment, or anything that's going to go ahead?
Well, I had an experience today that tested me.
Mhm.
I had a test at work,
Okay.
and it was a girl I was working with, and she had a very negative outlook on her life and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So she was talking a lot, very, very, very negative. And no matter what I said, she just kept talking.
Mm-hmm.
Until I had to excuse myself because it didn't matter what I said, she was just going to keep talking. So when I excused myself, I found that I was shaking and felt like crying.
The negative energy,
Yeah, but
yes,
normally I can
overcome it.
overcome, but it got to me and I didn't. I didn't overcome it, it just got to me.
Is it during your break time or
We were working.
working
and
and
she
she
was
talking? Oh, how come
And
you
it's-
working and talking? The manager?
That's not, yeah, it was okay if we do that. But
Next time bring your headphone.
well, it's funny because they kept falling out of my ears. Like that was the test.
Yeah, that's a test, yeah.
They kept falling out of my
Because
ears.
your
and
ear like to hear stuff.
I kept putting them in and they kept falling
I see.
out. And so, yeah, that was a big test today.
That's good.
I did
Overcome it.
calm down once I stopped working with her, but that was surprised me.
Yes. How many hours she's talking? She have a lot of energy.
2 hours.
Wow. 2 hours working and she's talking. Next time get a recorder. Record for her.
Next time I just won't work with her.
Yeah, try to sim. Some people they have a lot of energy. Yeah. They just talk the topic with you and you don't listen and they're just talking. I don't know why. She have mental illness or something.
Maybe.
Yeah. Otherwise they have, when you say something then she can talk.
Yeah, but I would say things like, it's okay. I would just say, it's okay.
Probably she have difficulty. So sometimes at home nobody listen to her. Thank goodness there's a Bodhisattva listen to me. So I have to talk. So contemplate like that. You are a Bodhisattva listening. Let the children, because they have at home nobody listen to her. So they feel your positive energy. That's why they want to get out the negative energy. That's all.
But what if you don't want to receive the negative energy?
Nothing is received or accept because you are pure. You just see as it is, hear as it is. You don't receive and reject.
Mhm.
If you run away, you receive it. If you attachment, so at that moment you just follow your breath, enjoy your walking, whatever. When you, in a way that you see that, oh, this is music, that lady sing for me. She's singing, 2 hours, thank goodness. When you see that reality, then you feel fine.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for singing. Transform the talking to music.
Mm.
And sometimes you say, oh, this is a little girl. She crying, she need milk, she need money. It's like that. Now the upset of you, you feel love and passion to her instead of angry, frustrated.
You
Yes.
haven't worked with this person before?
No.
Oh, new person. Look at her as a bag of skin.
There we go. Bag of skin. Yeah, that's why we use this thing to practice, put into practice. So Laura, you see all your worker bag of skin,
Well,
huh?
I will now, I learned
Yeah,
it today.
there you go.
I didn't know
That's
that
good.
trick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that trick before, now I
Yeah,
just
now you know all the trick.
visualize.
Over there, another Sutra, you know all the trick.
Yeah, so I have X-ray vision, I can see through you.
Yeah. So when you study the Sutra, it's very helpful. Your daily life practice is very good to apply it. That's why the Buddha teaching, the awakening, teaching us to apply every day the method we use. So if you have wisdom, then nothing is bother you. At the moment you don't have no method, no trick, then you will suffer. Okay, anybody have any experience to share?
Well, it's just kind of funny when you said the happy monk and the other one complained. There, you know, we have difficult people, bags of skin at work, and then we have a little group of real happy,
Mhm.
they're very young. And they're happy, 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 and everything's wonderful, and they laugh, and they tell jokes, and they look at kitty videos, and they're happy, happy, happy. And I notice that I get real irritated at that. And why would you get irritated if someone's happy? You know, I think it's partly jealousy, it's
Yes.
partly, you know, I wish I was young again, I wish I didn't have any cares anymore.
Why don't you enjoy them?
What's that?
Why don't you enjoy them?
Well, once in a while, what they look at, I don't think is very funny, but
I see.
I notice that I just like get all worked up, and I think I think a lot of it.
Now you
is
see the skin of
unattached.
bag funny.
What's that?
You can see the same skin of bag.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
attached to the age thing.
Yes.
You know, I wish I could be carefree like that again, or
Yeah.
whatever. My mind goes all these places
I see.
when they're just having, you know, a good time at work. It's kind of funny if you think of it. You know, how my reaction, getting all worked up over them enjoying themselves.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think your reaction's understandable. We can't be young again.
Yeah.
And there's no point trying to be young when you're not. You just end up looking really silly. But there are advantages to being old. There are big advantages.
Yeah, my motivation isn't nice though. I want them to suffer like me. I want them to be concerned about money like me. You know.
They will get there.
Yeah, they'll get there.
Yeah. They just enjoy the moment.
They do enjoy the moment.
Yeah. So you should enjoy your moment.
maybe just let them be.
Yeah. That'll be little kittens.
Okay. Anybody further question, comment? Yes, go ahead.
I think I see the northern lights, which is unusual for Seattle.
Oh, really? Today?
Really?
That's good. You took a camera picture?
Right now.
I see.
Oh, behind us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, Tay, I just had a question with class. Do we have class next Wednesday?
This one is
Before
one.
Thanksgiving? Good
On the
things-
Thanksgiving, we have no class, right?
It's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Last year we did.
we did.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we should have.
So Thanksgiving on Thursday, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we have one day. Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, we have class next week. Oh, next week is Thanksgiving already.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. Huh? So we have class. Probably. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, my opinion is even on Halloween, you know, I think it would have been okay to have class.
Let other people knock on the door. We have 10 on the light.
Oh, they come here?
Yeah.
All right, then
They walk out. So
And then
that's different.
it's good
I
that
didn't realize they came here.
and it's good that we don't, because they say more accidents happen on Halloween for kids, so
Yeah.
less driving is actually better.
yeah.
And then I have another question.
Okay.
So the heavenly spirit tempted, or the heavenly demon, I guess, tempted Buddha. Was that good or bad? Because maybe that was necessary.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the Buddha. Otherwise, there's no test that he cannot become Buddha.
Right.
So the night because he became. Fortunately, that come test him, and then he passed. He become Buddha. Otherwise, he will not become Buddha. He's still a prince. So nothing is good or bad. It's all a test. If you overcome, that's good. If you don't overcome, that's bad. You're suffering. So for us, we practice the same thing. If you want to achieve something, there's always a test. If you want to achieve happiness, peace, there's always something on your way. Try to stop you, right? Okay, no question? We will recite the end vows, we'll let you go. Leaving me not innumerable, I vow to save them all. Afflictions are endless, I vow to wrap them all. The Dharma door uncountable, I vow to study them all. The Buddha ways that excelled, I vow to attain it. I vow to the merit and virtue of this goes everywhere, enrich everyone, so that all of us and